Bob is crank cut, first rate.
He's an inspiration.
Great.
He's a man of the people.
This is happening in Broby's now. And this sort of thing just does not
Here
happen
was a
in
man
Broby.
that not only had a brilliant mind and a wonderful wit, but could also sing.
And he finishes the song, and tremendous applause, and then boom, out the door, he's gone. And I look at Mr. Hart and I say, what was that? And he says, in his own inimitable way, that, my friend, was a gold mine.
And then?
And then it happened.
He became a star.
That is correct.
Overnight.
That is correct.
He has a tremendous talent, an artist in the true sense of the word.
On July the 4th of this year, Bob Roberts announced his candidacy for the U.S. Senate seat in Pennsylvania. This documentary chronicles the man and his quest for election.
8 years ago, I had enough. I had seen the dreams of a generation squashed by an evil menace called drugs. I made up my mind there and then to dedicate my life to seeing that this problem end in our lifetime. I contacted my friend Lukas Hart, and I enlisted his help. And it is because of Lukas Hart's diligence and efforts that 8 years ago, Broken Dove was born.
Come on over this way. There's some great shots with the kids.
I was born and raised lower middle class right outside the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My father...
And silent public which respects the wishes and actions of its presidents.
Take offense at that deeply. I'm an American that believes...
This afternoon in a ceremony at the clinic.
Honoring you as Patriot of the Year.
Bob has a great vision for the future of our country.
Understand who Bob Roberts is, you have to understand who Lukas Hart III is. Lukas Hart is a spook. One of the Langley crowd, new guard. Hart has been living in the shadows for years. He was a lieutenant, Vietnam, Special Forces. The Senate washed him clean.
I can't recall, sir.
You can't recall. I see. Did you or your organization, Broken Dove, have anything at all to do with a transport plane that was downed in Nicaragua on May 23rd, 1987?
The plane was contracted to fly humanitarian supplies into impoverished regions in southern Honduras. Broken Dove is a private relief corporation.
So you had no knowledge of the guns that were on that plane?
No, sir.
But the three men were all close business associates of yours?
Rest their souls, yes. They were patriots acting on their own volition, their own beliefs.
Can you sum up these beliefs for us?
That the U.S. Congress was restricting the growth and safeguard of democracy in Central America. That the actions of these men, although against the Boland Amendment, were nevertheless on the side of goodness and decency.
I have a copy of an FBI report regarding traces of cocaine found on one of the transport
Mr. Chairman,
planes.
this is sensitive material that should be dealt with in closed session.
An agreement on
This is not an investigation. This is just another example of the depths to which the U.S. Congress is prepared to sink. This is a travesty.
But the
I am sorry.
I appreciate that.
Is there anything that you would like to add, Mr. Hart?
These allegations are erroneous at best. Always have been, always will be. How much more of this fiction does my family have to suffer? God knows, I would have thought that I had done enough by now to make my position on narcotics perfectly clear.
Savings and loan scandal.
Partisan maneuvering, unsubstantiated innuendo. These allegations are hogwash. The timing is obviously meant to hurt us, but there's not a chance it will. The voters are going to see straight through this pathetic attempt to derail our campaign. Thank you.
1 week before the election, amidst controversy and declining polls...
Where's Polly?
She's stayed behind to watch the lobsters, Bob. She'll join us at the hotel later.
We're coming out.
Nigel, come on, hurry up.
Watch his head, watch his
The film is being analyzed frame by frame. We will inform you as soon as we know.
And the fact that men like Raplin exist shows what you get with a liberal agenda. You pump people full of drugs and pipe dreams, and what happens? They come gunning for people like Bob. But those folks don't realize something. You can't kill the truth. Bob Roberts is not going to be stopped by any bullet. He'll be back, and man, you better watch out, because he's headed straight for Washington. And that's all I've got to say. Excuse me. I have to go pray. Thanks are due a lot of people. But I would like to take a moment out of this festive celebration to remember a good friend of ours who lies at home tonight. A man who was shot for having the courage to take a stand. A young man who speaks his mind for a better America. Let's all bow our heads and pray for the safe recovery of Senator Bob Roberts.
Thank you.
Between gates 10 and 12. Notice the west wind between gates 33 and 34.
How do you feel, Bob?
Great. There's a new breeze blowing, a new day dawning.
Any comment on the release of Elijah Raplin?
Well, it's obvious that the legal system is too lenient on criminals in this country. As United States Senator, I will see to it that this leniency ends in our lifetime and that criminals like Raplin get their just due.
Have you ever been to Washington before?
Yes, but this time is special.
It's a new town now.
Why is that, Mr. Hart?
Because Bob Roberts is here to stay.